Welcome back, everybody. Got something special, the little black box. Can you guess what's inside? Let's take a closer look. Over here, I got some of the most sought after pieces in the day date model. Of course, I've got all sizes here. I've got the 36 mil, the 40 mil, and of course the discontinued 41 mil. Also known as the Day Date 2, which you won't see in today's market very often, of course. A lot of the people are buying this, they're holding them, they've held it for years. This is the new model, of course. Last but not least, the 36. We actually put a custom diamond bezel on this one. Mostly in this size, the only way we do sell them is with diamonds or a little bit blinged up. But of course, I do have the original fluted, so we can always revert back to that and you'll get the same type of look. So it's interesting to see kind of over the years what they did. And if we had to go in order, actually, after the 36, the 41 came first, right before the 40. So over here, actually, this one has the factory Baguette Dial, which is very sleek, very clean. I mean, it's hard to say that it's low-key. I mean, this is a solid gold watch. It'll never be low-key. But the diamonds are very subtle. I thought that's very classy in the face. And just overall, it's a bigger watch. So if you've been following the trends lately, Rolex kind of had all their bigger models slimmed down. But the two main differences, so I'll show you between the 40 and the 41. You can see right off the bat, 41's got that bigger case, a little bit thicker band. The width of it, of course, is very similar. But of course, the 41 is always going to be a bit fatter. And just the overall look, so bezel to bezel and crown to case is just much larger overall. When it comes to wrist presence with these guys, these are literally the #1 pieces in the brand. Everybody knows it from a mile away. You can see this thing coming. This is not a low-key watch. Very desirable, and they're getting super hard to get. I mean, in our market these days, what we see all the time, it's very easy to sell, very hard to replace. And just wanted to show off, of course, the 36 mil. Still a great piece. Of course, as Sebastian likes to say, you know, it's not too small. If it was big enough for Tony Soprano, it's big enough for me. You know, it's just a beautiful looking piece, very classy. It's go well with a suit, well with jeans and a tee. Definitely very, very blingy with the diamond bezel. So like I said, can always revert that back to factory. I love the bracelet. I love the hidden clasp that they did on this. It's just super sleek. I mean, on every other piece, you've got that big clasp that kind of takes up the whole surface area where your wrist is. But this, I love that they just kind of integrated it. It's nice and smooth, but I love it. I love it. It's actually, they did a beautiful piece. Like, this is one of my favorites for sure.
Would you say this is the nicest bracelet in the world?
I would say it's one of them for sure. I mean, Oyster and Jubilee don't really compare. So yeah, I would say this is the #1 bracelet in the world. So main functions on these pieces, it is time and date only, but a little bit different is that it has day and date. So, you know, you get your 7-day cycle, you got your 31 days or 30-day months, and of course they'll roll over. But for high functioning, it's actually nothing too complicated. If I'm not mistaken, I think Rolex was the first watch to actually put the day and the date included in the same thing. You might have to fact check me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but I have heard something like that. Correct? Yeah? Nice. Correct. From the sidelines, you see, we got a huge staff that's working here today, but no one wants to be in the video, unfortunately. So they just like to yell at me from the sidelines, but I do appreciate them. They are the reason why everything runs so smoothly here. Overall, guys, if you're interested in a Rolex Day Date, also known as the President, if you're interested in any of these sizes, definitely you're more than welcome to come into the store, try them all out. There's not a chance that these are going to last too long. They are very popular, but if I have them and they're here, you can definitely try them on. Overall, for the 40s, the 41s, and the 36s, Gonna give this watch across the board 10 out of 10 because like I said, this is the most recognized watch in Rolex. I would say this is one of the top pinnacle pieces besides the Skydweller and Daytona, of course. But let me know what you guys think. Of course, just want to thank you guys again for all the positive feedback. We're still getting a ton of calls. I noticed that the views and the likes aren't huge, but it's the quality of the views and the likes because people are calling, the phones are ringing, we're making sales, so it's all thanks to you guys, of course. If you have any questions, feel free to DM us, call us, text us, and as always, don't forget to like, comment below, and subscribe. Thanks for joining us, guys. We got a special episode coming up for you next week, so definitely stay tuned.